it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. It's time for BookTubeAthon, so stay tuned. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to split this up as sort of a daily vlog, because from what I hear, there's supposed to be challenges and things like that, so I may be posting this every day. I don't know at this point in recording. But I'm thinking I'm going to split this at least into 2 parts if I don't do the daily thing. Because I'm actually starting this off with a 24-hour readathon, which is going to start in about 13 minutes from now. And I know I can't really do a 24-hour readathon vlog and a week-long vlog all in the same video because it'll just be way too long. So I can split the whole week into 2 parts and make that work. Kind of like what I did with the 7 and 7 readathon. And Jenna over at Jenna Reads is going to be doing this readathon with me, and maybe a couple others, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be a lot of fun and I'm super excited to get started. So my plan was originally to read this first, which I'm still gonna read this first because this was the book that won the coin toss. And then I was going to start reading The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken because this is my book to movie adaptation book, but it's also my biggest book that I have. And I still plan on reading this during this readathon, but this particular book is going to wait until later in the morning because Xander and I are going to read this together. So my goal for this book is to get through half of it, somewhere around right here, today with Xander, and then the other half we can do on Tuesday. But since I'm not going to be reading this until later in the morning, maybe early afternoon, I have a few of my other books that I'm supposed to be doing for BookTubeAthon. So I have my graphic novel, Giant Days. I also have Every Hearted Doorway and Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seanan McGuire. So I'm thinking that I can probably get at least this and this and this done before Xander and I start The Darkest Minds. But if I finish all these and I still have time, then I will start working on Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I don't expect to be able to get to Beneath the Sugar Sky or The Girl at Midnight during this 24-hour readathon, but throughout the rest of the week, I'm sure I can do that. Okay, so it's now 10 minutes until the readathon starts, so I'm going to get off here. I've been working on editing my part 2 of my 7 and 7 reading vlog, so I'm going to go and work on that, and then I'll check back in with you later once I have gotten some reading done. Okay, so it is 1 o'clock in the morning, and so I kind of got a little bit of a delayed start because Becca ended up coming home even though she thought she was going to spend the night out, and so she got home right as the readathon was starting. So she came back here and was talking to me, and then Xander came in and he's like, hey, I want to do the readathon with you. So we had this big discussion, and then Becca went off to bed, and yeah. So I was a few minutes delayed. I thought I would have finished this by now, but because of that delay, I got really close, but not quite. I'm on page 86 out of 114, so that'll take me no time at all. And Xander is hanging out in here with me, and he's reading some mangas. Say hi. Hi. Show him what you're reading. Are you liking it? Good. Alright, well, I will check back in with you in another hour. So it is 2 o'clock now, and I have finished reading Darcy Swipes Left, and I think I give this a 4. It was good. It was Pride and Prejudice and text and emojis and e-cards and emails and notepads. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. I just really love these formats. I think they're a lot of fun to read. And then I started on Giant Days, and these pages aren't numbered. I would have to guess that I'm about halfway, maybe not quite halfway. This side feels a little bit thicker, but I'm just going to keep reading that for now. And I think when I finish that, since Xander is up right now, we may go ahead and start working on The Darkest Mind for now. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I will check back in another hour. So it is like 2:43 and I just finished, there's Xander. I just finished Giant Days and I really enjoyed it. I would give this a 4. It's about 3 college roommates and just kind of what's going on with them, boys and illnesses and just whatever goes on in college life, turning 18. And I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely continue reading these. And now we're gonna take a little break and get us a bite to eat because we're both kind of hungry. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and we will start reading The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I have the audiobook for this, so we can kind of listen and read at the same time. So we are going to eat and read, and we'll check in with you later. So it is 4 o'clock now, and we are currently on page 31 of The Darkest Minds. Got a ways to go because this is like 488 pages plus Liam's story in the back. But Xander's still hanging in there. He's chilling out on the floor listening to the audiobook and sketching Overwatch picture, I think. Yeah. Here's his artwork. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, we're just going to continue reading and I'll check in with you later. So it is 5 o'clock. I am losing a bit of steam because at this point I've been up for 20 hours. I tried to take a nap before this thing started, but it just didn't work. I laid there for about an hour and I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna fall asleep. So I finally got up and started editing. But oh goodness, it's starting to hit me. So we are currently on page 71 of this. So we got this much done, this much to go. I am so tired. I'm gonna have to figure out something to do to wake myself up. Alright, well, I guess I will check back in another hour. Okay, so it is 6 o'clock in the morning, which means I've been up for 21 hours. And I can't keep my eyes open. I'm so tired. But we are at page 109. And I think I'm going to have to stop for a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm going to have to close my eyes for a little while. I'm way too tired. And because I'm so tired, my brain is not focusing on what I'm reading anymore. So I'm going to take a little nap and I will come back to you in just a couple of hours. So it is 9:24 and I just woke up. I got me about 3 hours of sleep. Hopefully that will be enough to last me until the end of the day. Surprisingly, Xander is still awake. I'm surprised he's made it this long. I'm going to take a minute to get myself awake and then I'm gonna get started with reading again. Alright, I'll check with you later. Okay, so it is 11 o'clock and Xander and I are currently on page 157 of The Darkest Minds. I don't know, maybe a quarter to a third of the way through, about right there. And we're about to go and get changed and go to the gym for a little while, kind of hopefully help us wake up a little bit and give us a little more energy. And then we'll come home and continue. Xander, he didn't nap when I took a nap. So he is having a hard time now. I tried to suggest he take a nap before, but he didn't want to. He was like, I'm fine, I don't need a nap. And then right after I got up, he's like, I'm so tired. But we're gonna go to the gym and I will check in with you later. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock and we are back home from the gym, and I didn't film the whole time we were there just because there were surprisingly a lot of people around where I was working out, and so it was kind of weird. But I did try to read some of Every Heart and Doorway while I was there, and I did get a little bit of reading done. Most of the stuff I was working out on I couldn't read while doing it, but some. Anyway, I got to page 29 of this, so just getting started. When Xander and I got home, we continued with The Darkest Minds for just a little bit, and we're currently on page 171. But now he is going to go and take a shower, and I think I'm going to get me some lunch, and then we're going to swap out, and he'll eat while I shower. And I've also got to get some stuff in the crock pot for dinner tonight. And that's about it for now. I probably won't check in again for maybe a couple of hours. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff to do. But we'll see. I guess I will just talk to you later. So it is now 3 o'clock and Xander and I have both gotten showered and had our lunches. And I didn't get to do the crock pot meal because, well, my chicken was still frozen. So I guess it's going to be tomorrow's meal. So I'm going to do something different for dinner tonight. I don't know what. But while I was eating lunch, I continued reading Every Heart and Doorway, and I am currently on page 90 of this, so it looks like about halfway. And Xander and I continued with The Darkest Minds, and we're currently on page 181. So right there. And my goal is for us to get to at least page 277 today. So we need to get at least this much more. So we'll see. Alright, well, I will check in with you later. Okay, so it is 4 o'clock. And Xander and I have gotten a little farther with The Darkest Minds. We are currently on page 215. I'm so tired. And I still have 8 hours to go. But I think as far as both BookTubeAthon and this 24-hour readathon, doing pretty well. I think so. I am definitely putting a serious dent on the 7 books that I need to read for BookTubeAthon. So that is a very good thing. I think it would end up being crazy if I was able to end up reading more than the 7 books during this week. That would be awesome. So I guess I'm just going to go for now, and I will check in with you later. So it is 5 o'clock and Xander and I are currently on page 253. So we're getting really close to the halfway point on this. And I forgot to tell you, my reading Every Heart and Doorway inspired me to wear my Curiouser and Curiouser Alice shirt. Because, well, this book's got me having all the fairy tale feelings. So I guess I'm just going to keep reading for now, and in a little while I think Xander and I are going to do the book attack booktube video challenge for the day. So we already have an idea of which book we're gonna do, and we just have to get everything together and all of that stuff. But we will be doing that fairly soon. And I also need to do my Bookstagram challenge for the day. So that'll be something we can do here in a little bit. Plus, I'm going to put some more green stuff on my hair. And I think while I'm doing that, I'll probably continue with Every Heart a Doorway. But for the time being, we're just going to continue on with The Darkest Minds. And I'm so happy with the progress that we've made on this book today. And well, the progress I've made on all of my BookTubeAthon books that I have to read. Alright, back to reading. Okay, so it is 6 o'clock and we are on page 283 and we're getting ready to film the BookTubeAthon video challenge for day 1, which is Book Attack. And yeah, we just have to gather up our supplies and then we will film. I think we did pretty good. Yeah. And we still have 2 minutes remaining. So it is currently 7:15 and Xander and I got to page 311 of The Darkest Minds. So we got just over halfway and well, Xander has reached his reading limit for the day. He's done. But I mean, he is done really well because he has been pretty much going since midnight, so I'll give him that. And he does have to get to bed at a decent time tonight, so he will not be staying up until midnight. But he wanted some time to play video games and I let him go. Before that though, we did do our BookTubeAthon video challenge for today and I need to go and edit that and upload it. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from reading and do that, and by the time I'm done with that, dinner will probably be ready. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to do that for now and I will check in with you later. So it is now 9:30 and I don't think I've read anything since the last time I checked in with you, but I did edit my BookTubeAthon video challenge video and got that all uploaded and everything. And I also did my Instagram BookTubeAthon challenge as well. And I ate dinner, played some HQ, and also did a little bit of editing on my part 2 of my 7 and 7 readathon vlog, which is also another 24-hour readathon. And I also got Xander in bed. So now it is just me and I'm going to get back to reading. It's my goal to finish reading Every Heart a Doorway tonight. I stopped before on page 90 and there's only 169 pages, so finishing this tonight should not be a problem. If I do finish this tonight, I don't know that I'll pick up Down Among the Sticks and Bones tonight, just because that's also my hat book. I think I might actually pick up The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray, because this is my other larger book that I need to read. And I think I'll just use this to kind of finish up the night, if I have any time left after this. Alright, well, I will check back in with you later. So it is 11 o'clock now. Only 1 hour remaining. I'm sure I can manage to stay up that much longer, though I'm so going to bed right after that. But right now I am currently on page 132 of Every Heart a Doorway, so I only have like 40 pages I think left, something like that. 37 pages. And I'm really enjoying this so far. This was not really what I was expecting going into it, but in a way it is. And I do like that, but I was kind of imagining it that it was, I don't know, I guess more of a younger kind of book than it actually is. But I am really enjoying this so far, and I think it's cool that there's such a diverse group of kids. Like, our main character is asexual. There's another character that's got gender dysphoria. We have Jack and Jill, which are apparently both girls. There's Jacqueline and Jillian. And Jack is like mad scientist kind of creepy girl. And there's murders, and there's a lot in this little book. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to finishing this and getting to the rest of the books. Alright, well, I'm going to get back to reading, and I will check back with you when this 24-hour readathon is over. It is midnight, and this 24-hour readathon is over. And I just managed to finish Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire, and I would give this a 4. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to reading the rest in the Wayward Children series. And I think I did pretty good for this 24-hour readathon. I got a lot of my BookTubeAthon TBRs knocked out with just this readathon. So in this 24-hour readathon, I managed to read the first book that was the one that was chosen by the coin toss, and this is also completing my arithmetic challenge for the o.w.l.s exam for that readathon. Every Heart a Doorway was what I was going to be reading for Something That You'd Like to Do, and also for Green on the Cover. And this also completes my Charms o.w.l.s exam for that readathon. And I read Giant Days, which was just part of the reading 7 books over BookTubeAthon. And then Xander and I got to page 311 of The Darkest Minds, and this is the book that I'm doing for my book to movie adaptation, because we're gonna go and see that this weekend. And this book also does my Ancient Runes for the o.w.l.s exam readathon. So overall, I think I did pretty good. I got these 3 completed and over half of this one completed. So I only have 3.5 left of all of my BookTubeAthon TBR, which is awesome. And it is actually my goal to finish The Darkest Minds tomorrow. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm certainly going to try. And because I was planning on splitting my BookTubeAthon reading vlog up into at least 2 videos, one of them I was going to make just this 24-hour readathon, and then the other part is going to be my rest of the week vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you.